Welcome J-Fusion fans to another vlog, and in this video we are going to talk about the latest character introduced in Super Sentai Strongest Battle, Gaisorg. So, first of all, I have posted an article earlier announcing the introduction of Gaisorg to the story, and I will put a link to that in the description below, so go check it out after this one if you haven't read it yet. So, for those who have seen the article, and maybe if you've seen some pictures of Gaisorg on other sources, then you will see that he is somewhat similar to the Ryuusoulgers in terms of appearance. However, he is of course so well armored, which is different. But notice the design on his torso, his cuirass maybe. So he has a similar triangular pattern that closely resembles the design on the Ryuusoulgers. However, it's colored purple or violet. And you can also see his helmet, which has slotted eyes or a slotted visor, which again similar to the Ryuusoulgers. And his weapon, although it wasn't shown closely, we haven't seen clear scans yet, but we can clearly see that it is a recolored version of the Ryuusoulgen, which is the standard weapon shared by all the Ryuusoulgers. And his shield is also similar to the shields worn by the Ryuusoulgers, particularly the Black Ranger, Ryuusoul Black. So the difference, however, is his shield is handheld instead of arm mounted, which is just how I see it. I don't know about you guys, so tell me if you think it's different. And there have been many comments that he looks like Woolzard and he functions like Woolzard, probably because of their similar color scheme, because they use purple or violet, and they both use shields and sword in combat. So that's one point. So if you guys read my article, I have noted that the producers themselves mentioned this. They know that Gaisorg will be similar to Woolzard, but this is just a coincidence. They clarified that already. So, with that said, Gaisorg, as early as now, could probably be the 6th Ranger. So, we can theorize early on, and we can assume by the looks of things, again, he is similarly designed, he has a similar weapon, and he seems to be a villainous character, although it wasn't stated at all in my sources. So I didn't write, if you notice, that he's a villain. So he's so far a mysterious character. And although it's likely that he'll, be a villain, that is still up to debate. So we will have to see him in action to prove anything, if whether he is actually a villain or not. However, I do see, similar patterns if he is going to be the 6th Ranger. I see this go in a similar direction with other 6th Rangers in several Super Sentai shows. So first, I remember is Tsukumaru from Gaoranger, or to those of you who are more familiar with the Power Rangers version, it's Merrick. They actually have an identical storyline. So yeah, they're basically just translations of each other. So they were warriors from the past who were under some sort of control by the enemy. They do fight the Rangers, and they eventually break free from the spell or the curse that, controls them, and they eventually join the team. Of course, this is not the first time it happens, or this is not the only time. So I just said this is the first. And the next possible candidate, or well, another similar character rather, is Utsusemimaru from Ryuusoulger. Again, a dinosaur based at Super Sentai. So Utsusemimaru was controlled by the mask of Dogoldo. He was underneath the Dogold armor, but when he eventually breaks free, he shows that he is actually one of the Kyoryugers, being Kyoryu Gold. And of course, he immediately joins the team after being broken free from his curse. So, again, similar pattern. Okay, so one thing that Utsusemimaru and Tsukumaru have in common is they were controlled by some sort of mask. If you guys noticed that, maybe Gaisorg's armor is cursed, so the Ryuusoulgers will have to break him free of that armor and eventually have him turn to their side eventually, and he might probably wear something more similar to the Ryuusoulgers, which is a spandex based costume. However, I also see this character going in the direction of Ryuusoulger. So yeah, many people have already noted the similarities between them, and it's possible that he'd also go that way. So Ryuusoulger, however, did not change his appearance much. The only thing that really changed with Ryuusoulger is his color. His violet color scheme turns red, but the overall design of the armor hasn't changed at all. So maybe we can also see Gaisorg retaining his armored design, but maybe some recolorations here and there, or maybe he gets a more heroic looking armor. We don't know for sure yet, because again, he was just announced, so he's being introduced. So the only thing I'm considering as of this moment is whether he's actually going to be in the Ryuusoulger or not. So just like the character Rita that I have also posted before, I'm not sure if they're going to be carried over into Ryuusoulger, or they're just gonna be one-off characters for the Super Sentai Strongest Battle mini-series. But I do hope they carry over, because that would be so amazing. So yeah, so tell me what you think in the comments. So do you think that Gaisorg will be the 6th Ranger for Ryuusoulger or not? So yeah, please do share it in the comments. So thanks so much for watching. As usual, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JE Fusion. This has been Philip. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye!